Hi everyone, my name's Michael and this is the Emporium Outdoors. Today we're going to take a look at one of the last things I've added to my Jeep Rubicon 2021 JLU. So as you can see, I have the iCamper Skycamp 3.0, the Rhino Rack platform, have the Batwing awning just over this side. My Jeep's more or less done. The only thing I haven't done is a lift, but I'm still deciding what to do with the tires, etc. But let me show you something that I've recently added to the Jeep that's going to make a big difference. So it's a little bit windy today. I'm out in Cypress Hills in Alberta, and such a wonderful view. So I recently did another review of a cooler that I bought from Princess Auto, and I've been running for quite a number of years, and it was the Alpicool. However, SetPower did send me out this unit for review, so I must say I've been quite surprised on the things I like about this compared to my older cooler, and let me tell you about those features. But first of all, I'm just going to spin this around so you can see a little bit better. So some important things that you need to know is this fits in the back of a Jeep perfectly. The depth is just right. It does come with an optional slide, which I would definitely recommend. So you can actually slide it out and maybe have shelving above. That would make this thing even more compact and better to use. It has two sides. It has a smaller side with the compressor beneath it and a larger side. Each one is independently controlled. You can set the temperature to Fahrenheit or to Celsius, and you can also set with the battery protection, so it's when the refrigerator will switch off if it senses the battery in your vehicle getting too low. There's 3 levels you can set that to, and there's also a compressor speed, and that varies on how much wattage that it's going to pull. I typically run it on the minimum and I haven't had any problems. So a couple of really nice things about this refrigerator. One of the things I love is it has the 2 compartments. I can set one as a freezer, either one, and then one as a refrigerator. So that really changes what I can bring with me. I can freeze one side and keep the other side just cool. It is a good size, and I'll show you what I have inside it. And one of the things that just really stood out to me that I didn't know I needed until I got it was the lights. It makes life so much easier. When you're at night and you want to go in and grab something, you just lift it up, all lights up. Makes sense. It's a no-brainer. My other fridge doesn't have that, and now I have it. I don't think I can live without it, to be honest. But let me show you what we have inside the refrigerator. So let's take a look what I have inside the freezer. So I've got a couple of cheeses from a previous trip. I have a carton of whole eggs. Rather than keeping eggs, I prefer the cartons now. I have a whole pack of bacon right there, and still got lots and lots of room. And this side I have a full litre of water, so it gives you some idea of how tall that is. I have 6 cans of soda, some fruit, and some dill pickles with garlic. Some of my favorites. So this gives you an idea of roughly what you can get in here. There is a diagram as well on the website that shows you how you can fully load it. The tops are light, but you can tell they're well insulated, and they do lock. And the top is a very tactile kind of rubberized finish, and it feels very strong. You've also got these nice big handles on the side. And on the left hand side you do have the charge cable, which will run off either 12 volts straight from a vehicle, or you can plug it into a 110 outlet. So I like to store the refrigerator this way. Allows me to open up and kind of load all my stuff in there, and easy to get to, especially at night with the lights, as we said. And the depth is just perfect for a Jeep. So if you have a JLU or a 4-door Jeep, this is going to work out perfectly. If you did decide to run one of those shelves that bolts in here, it would actually be below that shelf level, I would expect. But with your pull-out, that would make it so you could just slide it out, fill it, put it back, and that would be the perfect setup. So far I've been running this refrigerator for about 3 weeks. I've had it running in the garage for 2 weeks on AC power, and I've used it on 2 trips so far, camping trips. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. So I found using my Bluetti AC60 that the refrigerator took down about 25% somewhere, give or take, per night, and that wasn't too bad at all. So I'd expect this to stay cool for at least 3 days using a battery about this size, if you weren't using your vehicle battery. If you had solar, this would run it indefinitely, I'm pretty sure. So the cooler will run between 0°F and 50 Fahrenheit, which is quite a range. And it's also very, very quiet. It's about 42 decibels. I could barely hear this, so very, very quiet. The unit does come with a 3-year warranty on the compressor and 12 months on other parts. And obviously it's going to be the compressor that's going to fail, if anything, I would think. So 3 years peace of mind for just over $300 when it's on sale. That's a pretty good deal. I haven't tried some of the competitors more expensive like the Domestics, but it's built in the same kind of format. It doesn't have things like the Bluetooth, which would be really nice to have, but for this price point I have no concerns with this. It's a perfect size. It's going to cover enough groceries for a single person or a couple for at least a long weekend. You could actually cram quite a lot of stuff in here, and yeah, I'm very, very impressed with it. I think I highly recommend it at this stage. However, the true test is longevity. And what I try to do with my product reviews is give you what I see in the first 2-3 weeks, give you my feedback, and then I'll circle back after a year or so and give you an update on how this is actually performing, and then we get that longer term performance. So let me know if you have any questions about the SetPower cooler, and I'd be happy to answer them in the comments below. And until next time, take care. And just as a final thought, I would throw in the insulated protective cover just to give it that extra insulation during the summer heat. So it's going to reduce the amount of power it takes to keep it cool. And as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, leave me a comment, maybe a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.